Guitar, don't you worry about me. When there's no sign of movement, just rehearsing for a pavement. When the crowd stays inside just to hide from the light and the freedom, living in a concrete prison, not knowing what they're missing. Don't they know about the danger when the sun and moon are strangers? Don't they know they can live it up, get a cup, fill it up, stomp their feet on the ground when they're listening to a new sound? Oh, and they can answer now. Why are we happy when we're playing outside? They say why are we happy when we're playing outside?
See, once upon a time in a place where we were free to be, the universe guided me, you. I'm Soulful Solomon. I've been playing music 5 years. Keyboard, and I'm picking up the guitars of late. It's a little bit of a struggle, you know, trying to break through and get the calyces right and bridge the chords and all that. But you know, it's fun, man. I love music, so that's what got me into music. I didn't have a TV as a kid in my room. And I wasn't allowed to watch that much TV. I'm my only child as well, so I used to listen to a lot of radio. Whatever records or tapes or CDs that my grandparents had. Curtis Mayfield, Chicago, Ella Fitzgerald. They have natural ears for music, so you know, Frank Sinatra, my grandfather loved him. It just grew from there, man. It just grew from there. I started out doing hip hop, did some spoken word in college. And then I began to learn how to play music. Once I did that, I started writing songs. And I'd have to say it's R&B, but like real rhythm and blues. I think really soulful music, man. That's what I would say. Soul. Crossroads. Wow. It's a song I wrote to get people to think, because I get real mystical in the beginning of that joint. Like once upon a time, you know, like I don't hear too many artists starting off their songs like that. So I thought that was cool. And not to go through the whole song verbally, because I'm sure they'll hear it, but I mean, Crossroads was one of those songs where, as I was playing it, I'm just sitting there like, oh man, I want to say something that has an impact, you know. So the hook is like, some people are looking for love, some people are searching for truth, some people are fighting for peace, and some don't know what to do. All these things are a part of you. So which road will you choose? Because you're standing at a crossroad. You know, where I found myself a number of times, you know. So that's where that song came from. At the crossroad. See, once upon a time in a place where we were free to be, the universe guided me to you and you to me. There was no social structure that ruptured the unity, but that was long ago, before we were just human beings. See, we were gods before the kings and queens who ruled this land. The sacred chemistry we used to make diamonds from sand. But when your lead turns gold, the force is present in your heart. It's all for one and one for all, even though we're miles apart. Some people are looking for love, searching for truth. Some people are fighting for peace, and some people don't know what to do. But all these things are a part of you. So which road will you choose? You're standing at the crossroad. You're looking stranded at the crossroad. Yeah. The techno junkies walk the street, their minds controlled by the elite, and they're so numb to the violence. Where once a strong voice would assist and speak the truth with righteousness, is now a voice comprised of silence. We were gods before the kings and queens who ruled this land. The sacred chemistry we used to make diamonds from sand. But when your lead turns gold, the force is present in your heart. It's all for one and one for all, even though we're miles apart. Yeah. Some people are looking for love, some people are searching for truth, some people are fighting for peace, and some people don't know what to do. But all these things are a part of you. So which road will you choose? 'Cause you're standing at the crossroad.
Well, they call me Twin. I'm from Vegas. First time I got in the studio was my junior year. That's the first time it was introduced to me. Like the studio, you know what I'm saying? The first time that was introduced to me, I just fell in love after that. First it was just like a habit and a passion. Then after a while, after I got introduced to the studio, it just was uphill from there. Well, I want to see myself in 5 years. I want to be on the stage, sellout show. I don't want to be under a record label. I just want to be independent, but I want to be on somebody's stage. I want to have my brand and everything out there in 5 years. What I usually try to tell the people with my music is how I feel about myself, how I feel about my city, and how I grew up, and where I'm going. That's basically what I try to tell people with my music every time. Ready's about me. Basically, one day I felt overwhelmed by my situation, and I felt like I needed a change. So I felt like I was actually ready to start making different types of moves to get where I need to be. So that's where that song was inspired from. Me and my girl kind of got into it. So, you know what I mean? All of that, plus just home issues with my mom. It was just like a whole bunch of things just happened to me to make me feel like, okay, I'm ready. I need to do something. I need to make a move. That's where that song came from.
Every day's a hustle when I wake up, yet I'm still disappointed in my pay stubs. Maybe I should turn up the bass, huh? Get involved a little more, get your name up, show 'em what you bout, you probably end up famous. That ain't even the aim, bruh. I gotta make sure my mama right. I gotta make sure my family right. Mama, they hate us. I try hard to show patience. I try not to get wasted. I feel like trying's overrated, but I feel like I'm gonna make it. I'm ready for whatever, homie, let me know. Yeah, I'm still opening them Chevy doors. Yeah, I'm still coping with the 7-up. Yeah, gonna let them know. My whole team got this on lock. My whole squad got this on lock. See away a day, we got this in and out, but ain't no ties here. When they mentioning who live here, make sure you tell them I'm here. This is what I live. I'm trying to make a fucking living. Can't make this up expressions. Couldn't show you how I'm feeling. I'm ready. I know. Seem like the harder you try, the harder it gets. And when you think you're ready, you ain't ready for it. When you take too many blows, you think of taking the risk. I think of bagging them apples is when I'm ready to flip. I got this on my mind every day that goes by. I feel I'm wasting my time. I feel like feeling the 9. I feel like taking what's mine. I feel I'm ready for whatever. Let me know. I got some on my mind. I feel like letting it show. I feel I'm ready to stand up like I'm telling a joke. I need to get this together like a family reunion. Yeah, when you step outside the box, you hard and move in. Show them that you got it and promise that you the hottest. I promise. Ain't nobody with me out here. And I got it, I'm ready. And I feel like just started and I'm ready to cover ground like I'm laying down carpet on the land. Unless it's one of them Pro Tools options I ain't playing with. I'm in a whole new conference with a whole new concept about how this should sound. I'm coming with a wave that'll probably lay shook down. I'm here to turn the page and I'm trying to get booked now. This how it should sound. But let them know. My whole team got this on lock. My whole squad got this on lock. See you away a day or we got this in and out, but ain't no ties here. When they mentioning who live here, make sure you tell them I'm here. I mean, this what I live. I'm trying to make a fucking living. Can't make this up expressions. Couldn't show you how I'm feeling. I'm ready. I know. I go by the name of Twin, and thanks for checking out my Vegas session.
Rest your weary eyes. Live Your Life. That song I wrote maybe 4 years ago, man, when I first started learning how to play. And that's basically an inspirational song. Not in a spiritual or religious sense, but just in a self-liberating sense. Live your life is the last thing I say in the hook, because everything else that I'm saying, you know, if you can't see it, then just visualize. Stick to your goals and don't compromise. It takes hard work and some sacrifice to truly live your life. And these are the things I tell myself, you know. If not me wanting to be heard by other people, that's, you know, a mantra of mine. That you gotta live your life. Rest your weary eyes. You ain't gotta cry no more. Ease those tired wings of yours now. You ain't gotta fly no more. If the sky was made for falling, would it really have those clouds so high? No. What the world hates more than failure is someone afraid to try. So if you can't see it, then just visualize. Stick to your goals and don't compromise. 'Cause it takes hard work and some sacrifice to truly live your life. To truly live your life. Life ain't like those little board games we played when we were young. Ain't no getting out of jail free. The chances are slim to none. Roll the dice and make your bet. The bookies and the price are set, you know. I bet you know. All it takes is one mistake to lose your path until you face. So go, but very slow. And if you can't see it, then just visualize. Stick to your goals and don't compromise. 'Cause it takes hard work and some sacrifice to truly live your life.
Sidewalk guitar, don't you worry about me. When there's no sign of movement, just rehearsing for a pay.
Ada Kai Productions.